Excuse me. Hi. Um, I'm I'm so sorry. This is really weird. Um, but I I'm working on a university assignment for photography. And I'm taking photos of people around, and I saw you and was wondering if you would like to be in my project. Well, my professor wants it specifically to be within the theme of nature. And everyone else in my class is, taking photos of people or of animals, of, places. It's photography. It's the essence of all things beautiful in its most raw natural form, as my professor said, very enthusiastically, by the way. But I was thinking of going the natural beauty approach and using as little to no editing as possible, other than like enhancements. I won't bother you with that part or bore you with it. But yeah, I saw you, and yeah, I was wondering if you would like to be one of the people in my project. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I was so nervous that I didn't introduce myself. I appreciate it. The name Song. Mm-hmm. It's nice to meet you too. Um, so yeah. Would you like to be in a photo or two? Why? I mean, why not? True. We are in a place outside with a lot of people. But I don't know. My lens was drawn to you. Sometimes you don't know fully why. But I saw you, and I immediately thought, if they're down, I could take some pretty good photos for them. And get a good assignment grade, but that's beside the point. And besides, you look pretty nice. Like, you won't, try and kill me in the forest or anything. I have a decent, well, I would say a pretty good sense when it comes to people. Now, whether or not I listen to my sense when it comes to people and their characters is a different thing. But yeah, tell me about it. But yeah, no, it would only be, a couple of photos, maybe a close up, or a portrait style. No, yeah, that's completely okay. Well, if I may ask, why do you think you don't deserve to be in one of these photos? You don't think you're good looking. Mm-hmm. I can totally understand feeling that way. I mean, I think you look pretty fine. But I'm not one who's good when it comes to whether or not someone's attractive. Because I do not work that way. I mean, I know what looks conventionally attractive to people, but at the same time, beauty and the nature and all of that I'm looking for especially is way more than skin deep. Well, no, not necessarily, but if it is making you feel better, then good. Now, I understand that. Feeling unsure of yourself, insecure about, looks. I feel like everyone is like that in their own way. But how do I put this? At the same time, everyone has their own beauty in their own way. Everyone is unique. And that's what makes everyone so cool. Yeah, I know. Cool. But I know there's a lot that could be, spoken about. And I don't want to assume anything. Obviously, I am a stranger. I just met you. I am not going to assume anything of you or your life, as I would hope you would do the same of me. Or not. Not assume. You would do the same and not assume. Regardless, and all that. But I think you yourself have a really pretty sparkle in your eye. Yeah. No, I'm not lying. Exactly when you smile. Yes. I mean, look, to be fair, in my defense, you can't see it because it's your eyes, so, I don't think you can really argue with me there. No, really. I think you have nice eyes. I mean, don't we all? My eyes, I used to hate when I was younger. I've grown to love them though, or at least like them enough to not stare at them constantly and just be grossed out by myself. But hey, again, I'm not going to assume anything of you or assume, any sort of thing about you. I think everyone is beautiful in their own way. And I know it's so cliche and gross and like everyone said it before, but it's true. Maybe it's because I see things differently. Well, I see you. I see your clothes. I see your hairstyle. And then I see your smile. And then I also see your posture. the way you're standing, or the way that you were sitting earlier before I walked up to you. And then, of course, seeing your eyes, I can see a story in there, you know. And I personally think it's a beautiful thing to be able to see that someone lives through whatever they may have been going through or are going through or went through, and they're here, you know, experiencing life. Even if it's one calm moment amongst a sea of chaos. It's nice. No, your posture's not bad. It's not, you know, royal princess material, but it's alright. What? Do you want to have the posture of a princess? Or a Barbie doll? No. Plus, it hurts the back to be that rigid. Yeah, I've tried. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I think you look fine. And I don't know why, but I had the crazy strong feeling that you would absolutely kill it in these photos. And I think you look great. But I don't want you to feel like you have to. And I don't want you to feel pressured to. Of course. I mean, if you think about it, right? It's physical, you know, the beauty thing. But when it comes to that type of beauty, and the way that we see ourselves, or the way that most see us, it's very skin deep. It's very basic. But at least to me, when it comes to people and photography, it's not just about, or it's not even about, the physical appearance of the person. You know? It's about the story they tell through their fashion choices, their style, their posture, their eyes, like I said. There are so many ways that, I mean, even right now, from a completely random and platonic, and I just met you, and this is crazy, sort of sense, that there's a lot of beauty in you. And you may not see it because you're you, and I'm not you, and we all are our own worst critics when it comes to physical appearance, or even the concept of what is beautiful and whether or not we think we fit, air quotes, fit that category of beauty or requirements. from my eyes, I think you're very, very beautiful. Or as one YouTuber says that I love to watch, handsome and or beautiful. Because no one said you can't be both. But you are. I think so, at least. And I'm sure others do too. They might not have told you. But I have a feeling I'm not the only one. Hey, I could be completely wrong, okay? Again, I don't know your circle. I'm just a random, trying to get her assignments done, but I don't know. I think you're wonderful. At first glance, very wonderful. And also, just for good measure, it shouldn't matter. You shouldn't try and dress to be like everyone else if you're worried about it. Dress what's in ways that are comfortable for you and yet still fit the situation outside. Don't feel like you have to buy the craziest brands, the newest things, the hottest trends to be cool or to be attractive. If you embrace yourself, and everything that you are, stop caring about what people think of you when it comes to what you're wearing and all that. Being confident in yourself is another trait that I can say could be very, very attractive and very good to make. That makes someone handsome and or beautiful. You're welcome. I can't solve all your problems, I'm sorry, and I can't, turn you into a Greek god or goddess or a deity or what have you, but for what it's worth, from a random person on this trail, I think you look very nice. Of course. Now, oh wow, the sun. It's in a gorgeous spot. Look, it's all up to you, alright? If you'd like, I would love to take some photos of you, both for my assignment, but also to try and, hype you up. Get you some good angles and get you some good photos and show you in ways that I see you, and at least try to explain it with a visual representation. Or not, and that's also perfectly okay. Again, this is my assignment, and you have no obligation here. Choice is up to you. No, and I won't be upset. Sometimes people don't like getting their photos taken, and if that's also the case, I completely respect it. But regardless, I think you're a wonderful person, and you look very nice too. And you're very handsome and or beautiful, in your very gorgeous, unique ways. Yes, they're all good. So, what do you say? Would you like to get your photos taken? Or if not, if you'd like, I can still hang around here a little and we can chat about other things. nice talking to you. You don't even need to make your decision now. I can hang out here a little bit with you if you'd like. Only if you'd like. I have nowhere else to go for the day. I'm not in a rush. But, yeah. Again, choice is up to you. Of course. So, would you like your photo taken? Or would you like to just hang out for a bit? Maybe even just get to know each other a little more first.